Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Today we are going to start the series of filling of electrons in an atom. So basically we'll learn how to fill the electrons in an atom. So today we are going to start with Aufbau principle. Let's see how we are going to move in this series. So basically we'll start with Aufbau principle and then we'll move on to the Pauli's exclusive principle. Then we'll know the Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Then we'll move to the electronic configuration. So these first three principles are very important for knowing how to fill the electrons in an atom. So these are also important for knowing the electronic configuration. This part plays a very important role in whole chemistry. So knowing this principle is very important for chemistry. So let's start with our Aufbau principle. What is Aufbau principle? The Aufbau principle is basically the n plus L rule. So as you all know that what n is the quantum number. Which quantum number? It's the principal quantum number, and L is the azimuthal quantum number. So n is the principal quantum number and L is the azimuthal quantum number. So the combination of these both is the Aufbau principle. So many times when you see the configuration, you see the series like this. That is, first we have 1s, then 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, and we get 4s. Why not 3d? So basically, the energy of this 4s electron is 4s orbital is less than this 3d orbital. So this is explained by Aufbau principle. Now let's get deep into it. So energy of the orbital is directly proportional to n plus L. N is the principal quantum number and L is the azimuthal quantum number. So energy of orbital is directly proportional to n plus L. In case n plus L is value is same, then orbital with higher value of n will have higher energy. Let's take an example. So when we take the example of the same thing, that is 3D and 4s. So when we talk about these in 3D, the value of n is 3 and the value of L would be 2. So that is equal to 5. And in the case of 4s, the value of n is 4 and the value of L is 0. So here the value of n plus L is 4. So by this condition we can say that 3D energy is higher than 4s. Not only this, let's take another example of 2p and 3s. Here the value of n in 2p is 2 and value of L in 2p is 1. Then the value would be 3 and here the value of n is 3 and value of L is 0. Then the value is 3. Here the value of n plus L is same here. So here this one comes. So what we have seen is in 2p and 3s n plus L value was same. So the n plus 1 value was 3 in the both cases. So in case the n plus L value is same, then orbital with higher value of n will have higher energy. So the value of n is higher in 3s, so 3s will have higher energy than 2p. So if you want to check the energy of orbitals, like which orbital has more energy, so you can use this n plus l rule. So in ground state, in ground state of atoms, the orbital fill according to their increasing energy. So electrons get filled, so orbitals get filled first in the lower energy orbital and then in the higher energy orbitals. Electron goes into first to lower, then to higher. So always remember, electron first goes into the lower energy level orbital and to the higher energy orbital. That's why we write the orbitals in the increasing order. So for remembering, it is very tough to calculate at each and every point. When we talk about 3D and 4S, and at every point of time we cannot calculate the n plus l and write the configuration. For remembering this, Euler gave a diagram, that's Euler diagram, through which we can remember this one. So by this we can directly write the energy level. So first comes the 1s. See 1s, then 2s, then 2p 3s, then 3p 4s, then 3d 4p 5s, and 4d 5p 6s, 4f 5d 6p 7s, and 5f 6d 7p 8s. So the exception case which we have observed, that is after 4s we have 3d. So it goes like this. I think you have understood this one. So that's all for today. This is a very short video on Aufbau principle. In the next lecture, we will be discussing the Pauli's exclusive principle, which is also a very important topic. Till then, you have to learn this diagram perfectly. So this is the end of our Aufbau principle. Meet, let's meet in the next class. Till then, bye.